Hey Audio Fam, this is CJ here with Prodigy Creations, and I'm here today to give you some pointers on what are the best home studio monitors you can get for $100. I'm going to show you actually two different options today, and I have actually used both of these products. So these recommendations are not just shallow recommendations based on stuff I found on Amazon. These are actually two separate products that I have used personally and I can recommend to you. So we're going to get into it right now. Just one question I have for you is, are you ready? If so, let's get into our first pair of studio monitors for $100. These would be the Mackie CR3X studio monitors. As you can see, I got a picture of them right here for you. These are actually new and improved versions of the ones I used. But as far as I could tell, all of the specs and everything is exactly the same. It's just the design that looks a little bit different than the ones I had. So, a little bit about the Mackie CR3Xs. They are currently priced at $99.99. They are the perfect size for bedroom studio use. So if you produce music in your bedroom or maybe even in a spare bedroom, these are the perfect size for that. Hookup cables are included, so you don't have to worry about purchasing any RCA cables or anything like that, or the wires that connect the speakers to each other. All of it comes in the box. These are 50-watt speakers with a frequency range of 70 hertz to 20 kilohertz. If you don't know what that means, don't worry about it too much, but basically the human hearing range is from 20 hertz to 20 kilohertz, and everything below 70 is pretty much the frequencies that you feel anyway, more so than you hear. So these are going to be just fine for your general mixing purposes. And to wrap it up, some of the cool features that I like on these specific pair of studio monitors is that it has a switchable left-right system, meaning there's like a switch on the back of these speakers to make this speaker the left and this the right. Basically wherever you want this volume knob to be on your left hand or right hand, you can switch which one that would be in your hearing range, the left or right, so that you can have the knob wherever you want. It was a pretty cool feature. I enjoyed having that when I had these pair. Another cool feature is that it has a shared volume and power knob. So to turn it on, you just gotta click this up and I think it'll turn green if I remember right. And then whenever you want to power it down, all you gotta do is turn it all the way to the left. So that is a pretty cool feature. Next pair we have is the Presonus Eris 3.5 studio monitors, and these are the current ones I have actually. And just to be honest with you, I don't think one is better than the other. The only reason I switched to these monitors is because I was irresponsible, and I had a music project pulled up that was not mixed yet. It was way too hot, and I turned it up pretty loud on the studio monitors because I wanted to send one of my friends a Snapchat video of one of my beats. So that caused it. The fact that it was clipping in the DAW and the fact that I had the speakers pretty much all the way up. That's on me. It's nothing to do with the speakers. They're good quality. So that's the only reason I switched to studio monitors. That being said, about the Presonus Eris here, these are currently priced at $99.95, so a little bit cheaper than the Mackies, but not much. These are also the perfect size for bedroom studio use. The hookup cables are also included with these guys. So these are a 25-watt speakers, which is a little bit less than the Mackies, which are 50-watt speakers. I read up a little bit on this, and it's really not a big deal, especially like in my experience. I've not been able to tell a huge difference in volume between these two speakers, and so I was doing some research. Basically, when you double the wattage of a speaker, it will increase the max amount of volume by 3 decibels, which really isn't that big of a difference. So I wouldn't worry if you're kind of thinking, well, why is this the same price if it's less wattage? you're not going to be able to tell. I haven't. Especially for mixing purposes, the best way to do it is to mix at low levels anyway. So personally, I wouldn't worry about that, and I haven't worried about that since I've gotten these guys. But if your mindset is, well, if I'm spending the same amount anyway, I might as well get the bigger wattage. I understand that thought process. I'm not going to argue with you. But that's just my opinion, is that it's not really a big difference. And the frequency range of these guys is 80 hertz to 20 kilohertz. So again, it's a little bit less than the Mackies, which were 70 hertz to 20 kilohertz. Same thing. I can't tell a difference at all. And then the cool features I like about these guys is that they have adjustable EQ knobs on the back of these speakers, which can be really helpful in tuning your room. So like if you find that you have a lot of woofiness or like too much bass coming in from these guys because it's too close to your wall, there is a knob in the back that can help you cut some of the low end out. I believe there's just a low end and a high end knob, so it's pretty generic. But if you feel like you have unevenness in those frequency ranges and you want to adjust it to your room, that feature is available to you right here. And the other thing I like about these is that it has a smooth and professional design. I didn't hate how the Mackies looked. It's pretty cool, but I do kind of prefer the more sleek and kind of, I guess, camouflaged look, because everything I have in my home studio is pretty much black, so I feel like these guys fit really well. So I kind of prefer the look of these guys, but again, nothing wrong with the Mackies. They're cool in their own way, but that is just what I like about these guys personally. So I'm not going to go over each and every one of these things, but I have provided a helpful chart for you just to show you the main comparisons, the main differences of these two products. So I'll just leave it up here for a little bit in case you want to take a screenshot or take notes, whatever you want to do. I'll give you enough time to do that right here. Whenever you're ready to move on, I have one recommended addition for you to get besides these speakers, and I would recommend you to get some speaker stands. Why do I need speaker stands, CJ? I guess you don't need them, but I do think that they are very beneficial. I'll go over some of the benefits I feel like they have. For one, it's going to free up room on your desk, and let's be honest, all of us have cluttered desks. So for this reason alone, speaker stands are worth having. Another reason is that having speaker stands is going to allow you to have them at ear level, which obviously you're going to get the best out of your speakers when they're at ear level. Whether that's mixing, mastering, recording, or even if you're just using it for recreational use, you're going to get the best out of speakers when they're at ear level. So freeing up room on your desk, having your speakers at ear level, and next, kind of salesy, I guess, but I mean, it's true. You're going to look like a pro. Why not? Why not look like a pro? Because you are a pro. So these ones that I have featured and pictured on this slide, these are the exact ones I use. I've had them for about 3-4 years. Very reliable. I've even moved a couple of times with them, and no issues at all. These are the Rockville speaker stands. They're in the $50 price range. These triangular bases make it very stable, and it has this latch system that allows you to adjust it to your particular ear level. And it's also got these strips here that'll help reduce the rumble from all the bass of your speakers. But I do believe each one of the speakers I mentioned today also come with foam padding that will help with that too. So yeah, if you're looking to get home studio speakers and you have an extra $50 to spend and you want to make life even easier, you might as well get some speaker stands. Again, it's going to free up room on your desk. It's going to allow you to have the speakers at ear level, and you'll be able to get the best outcome out of your speakers this way, and you'll look like a pro. And as of this recording, they're in the $50 price range, so very much worth it for all these benefits you're getting. I highly recommend you to get some speaker stands with your speakers. With all that said, guys, I've got links to all of these products that I've mentioned throughout this video down in the description. They are affiliate links, and by using them, they're not going to cost you anything extra, but they are going to support me in a huge way. And by doing so and purchasing through those links, you're going to allow me to continue to create free content for you. And I appreciate each and every one of you who are willing to do this for me. That's all I have for you today. I just want to thank you for taking the time to watch this video, and happy creating, friends.